Do you know how many devices you have in your environment? Laptops, virtual machines, cloud instances, unmanaged and IoT devices? Over the last few years, we've seen a massive increase in the number of devices across every business. That includes growth in managed devices like desktops, laptops, and servers, as well as growth in mobile devices. And accompanying this growth is the number of IT and security management tools needed to protect and manage them. Add to that the rise of virtual machines and cloud instances that need to be tracked and secured. And if that's not enough, there's an explosion of unmanaged and IoT devices, larger than the PC and mobile revolutions combined, all of which cannot be secured with agents or traditional security solutions. That's where Armis comes in and helps. The Armis agentless device security platform delivers unified asset inventory and does three important things. First, we discover all devices in your environment. Managed, unmanaged, IoT devices, including medical and operational technology devices. We even identify your cloud instances. We gather data from your IT and security management solutions and from the network itself. This provides the most comprehensive visibility of devices you've ever seen. Second, we identify the risks, vulnerabilities, and security gaps in your environment. How? Armis provides real-time and continuous risk assessment for every device based on its attributes and the behavior of that device and others like it, even its connections history. Third, we automate policy enforcement across your IT and security tools and through your network, protecting your devices, ensuring they have the right security or agents, or disconnecting and quarantining the device if necessary. We do all this without an agent and without scanning because Armis is completely passive. Let me show you how Armis makes this possible. This is the Armist Dashboard. Here you see all the devices. We can even set up collections or boundaries to categorize devices like those on your corporate network, guest network, or even medical devices and industrial control systems. Now let's click on the Inventory tab on the left side of the screen. As you can see, we get a summary of all devices in your corporate boundary. At the top, we see that Armis has identified 4,176 devices. It also tells us that of those devices, 2,235 are handhelds such as mobile phones and tablets, 1,505 are computers, 78 inputs, 51 network equipment, and 307 other. It breaks it down even further by telling us the device types and what operating systems they are running. And if we scroll down to the bottom pane, we now see each and every device in the inventory. Let's drill down into a specific device. Let's pick on Adrian Merchant's MacBook. When we click on that device, we can see the device details, including MAC address, IP address, manufacturer, model, user, category, type, OS, OS version, when it was first seen on the network, and when it was last seen. Armis keeps all of this information for a period of 90 days. The dashboard can even be configured to display custom dashlets or reports to help users display information for items like critical information security controls. Here we can see information for critical information security control number 1, inventory and control of hardware assets. In this way, you always have a real-time inventory of every device, which can be further broken down to give more detail, like this example of all devices by type in an environment. Now that we can see every device in your inventory, let's apply some real-world use cases. In the case of a large enterprise running CrowdStrike on managed endpoints, we want to find all of the Windows servers in your inventory that do not have the CrowdStrike agent installed. Using the query builder, we can search for devices in the past 30 days where the operating system is Windows and the application CrowdStrike is not installed. We can then send this list to the administrator so they can remediate the issue, or set up a policy to have CrowdStrike automatically install the agent on these devices. In addition to hardware asset inventory, Armis can also actively inventory, manage, and even correct all software on the network so that only authorized software is installed and can execute, and that all unauthorized and unmanaged software is found and prevented from installation or execution. And just like Critical Information Security Control 1, this unique ability allows Armis to help you also display information for CIS2, Inventory and Control of Software Assets. This customized report shows a detailed display of all software in an environment broken down by version. In this example, we are going to run a query to find all versions of Zoom running in our environment. In a perfect world, we would only want users running the latest version to ensure they had the most up-to-date security features available. As we can see, there are 3 different versions running in our environment. We can now set up an actionable policy to not allow devices running the older versions onto the network until they are upgraded. In summary, Armis discovers all assets, identifies vulnerabilities, risks, and gaps, and detects and responds to threats to automatically protect your devices. For a full demonstration, just visit armis.com/demo.